Previously on 4 Idiots. We travelled from Bucharest in Romania through Bulgaria and North Macedonia.
You absolute dickhead.
In this episode, we're discovering Albania, a country that was cut off from the rest of the world for over 40 years, now wanting to put itself on the tourist map. But is everything that people say about Albania true?
These countries that we're going to do not have a very positive image.
My only fears is if the stereotypes are correct.
I don't know anything about these countries, I'm not gonna lie to you.
The chances of me being the one that gets shot and arrested, they go for you lot because you look like stinky floating British knackers.
Well, I mean, if we're going to avoid it, really, I would prefer us all to live.
This is 4 Idiots, the ultimate Balkan road trip.
Morning.
Well, I'm knackered. Look at this view though.
We awoke at our campsite on the edge of Lake Ohrid, got back on the road and drove into Albania in what felt like an extreme hazard perception driving exam.
The clowns, man. Clowns. So it's just like, get out my way, you know. Get out. This is why roundabouts were invented, you know? Yeah. Kind of on the crossing. In his head he might be.
He's like, that's near enough. I'm half blind.
Eventually, after we'd got onto a less hectic piece of road, I had time to do my Albanian intro.
Hello and welcome to Albania. Now, Albania, I would say, has a bit of a negative reputation. Danger, crime and links to the mafia are all some of the stereotypes of this country. Whether they're actually true or not, we'll find out. The actual facts are, like North Macedonia, it's had a very, very turbulent history, like most of the Balkans. It was under Ottoman, aka Turkish rule, for a long time. World War II devastated the country, and then it was under the communist rule. During this era, religion was basically banned, with Christian and Muslim leaders actually being executed. People weren't allowed to travel abroad, and you couldn't buy Western things or consume Western media. When communism fell in 1990, the whole country changed. People were finally free and millions fled the country. And at the time it was the largest emigration movement in Europe since World War II. Now 10 million Albanians live abroad with only 2.8 left in the actual country. The majority of its population are Muslim, and it's one of the only countries in Europe that actually has a higher percentage of Muslims to Christians. Albania is one of the poorest countries in Europe. However, like other countries around here, it is trying to improve, and you know, it wants to join the EU and things like that. The Albanian language is very, very unique, and because of this, it's very hard to learn. And in Albania, like Bulgaria, they also do shake their head for yes and nod for no. 750,000 bunkers are scattered across the country because the communist leader at the time was absolutely scared that the country was going to be involved in a big war. Albania, however, is safe with the code of Besa. So if you say Besa, Albanians believe it will help you and give you good luck. And that's something that we haven't done so far, which is probably why we've had such a shit experience in the country. However, even if we do say that, I did read a fact which says, do not trust Google Maps in this country. So that, you know, that is kind of worrying. But welcome to Albania. We're going to be in it for quite a while. So let's see what it's like.
Hey.
Hey.
We have about 28 degrees outside. I made that up. I don't have a clue what it is.
shall be there in 4 hours and a half, 4.5 hours, otherwise known as. There's What the do we do here? Moors! Hello. Hiya. Yarid. Ding ding. Excuse me, Albanian cow. What the fuck?
The destination we were travelling to is a complete hidden gem where we will be spending the next few days. However, this is Albania.
Go off to the yeah. This way, yeah.
This
that's
way?
it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And after passing James May's Mercedes from the Botswana special,
I think Top Gear's just left all their cars here.
we started to realise we were kind of lost.
Was the right way.
No, that's what I said, it was the wrong way.
Aye.
Whoa, look at this, man.
But soon we came across something that really did look like it was from Top Gear.
Whoa, David Warren, we are in the middle of nowhere.
What, bloody hell, this is like Top Gear, we actually going on that? We can't go on that. Can it float with this thing on?
David!
I cannot believe that we're doing this. This is ridiculous.
You know, on one of these trips that you go on, you'll get shot. You'll get shot and killed.
And there goes a £50,000 motorhome onto some floating floorboards.
Oh my god, this is insane.
There's a car coming on.
Yeah.
That's mental.
They probably think we're f***ing nutters.
He's so angry with me. Do you want to know a fact then? This is the actual one that Top Gear went on.
Is it really?
This is the actual one. And over here is some Greek archaeological ruins. We made it. I think he's just drove off, you know.
Of course he has.
I think he's probably leaving us here, isn't he?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
That's where we can go as well. But it probably is going to close soon.
So the following day we went back for a little historic excursion.
I think we should keep a 10-metre distance.
Oh god. Make it 20.
Hello everyone and welcome to Greece. We're not actually in Greece. We were meant to go to Greece and it had to be cut out because the whole trips went heckin' wrong. Right? We're in Albania, but Greece itself is considered to be the cradle of Western civilization and the birthplace of democracy, theatre and the Olympic Games. It's also famed for its ancient history, food and many idyllic holidaying spots amongst its thousands of Mediterranean islands. Unfortunately, we don't have time on this trip to visit any of its 18 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, mainly because we're prioritising the lesser known places. But many of these places are linked with Greece, like where we are in Albania, southern Albania, just about 10 miles from the Greek border. You've got these lovely Greek ruins here. I don't know anything about them, I don't work here. I'm not a Greek god, I'm more like a Roman god. This outfit's a bit shit, but we're gonna have a look round and someone's picked up a leaflet, so I'll give you some of that in the voiceover.
Today, this ancient city is actually Albania's most visited tourist attraction. It dates back to around the 10th century BC and was originally a settlement of the Chionians. Its importance soon started to grow and by the 4th century BC included a theatre. At this point, we'd just like to make it clear that whilst 99% of information in this film is true, the following segment is not 100% historically accurate.
What is he doing?
Yarik, mate! Aye, f***ing class, like.
Big well.
This was where Greeks first set up their shop in here, in the Greek medieval times, like, you know. Greggs was founded in Gosforth, but actually the first ever one where it originated from was in this little cave in here. They used to bake all the cheese and onion on the sausage rolls and stuff like that in there, Reese. Back in like 2000 BC.
This is the Wassa hole.
Bloody hell, that's deep. This is like the Mayan ruins, but in Albania, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. Oh, they're so cute.
I want a selfie with one of them, but I don't know if that's really possible.
Although Greggs has never occupied the settlement, over time it has been occupied by a number of different empires, including the Romans and more recently the Venetians. But after wars with the Ottomans, the area was mostly left in ruins, apart from, it seems, some of the Venetian castles.
Yeah, and they'd actually abandoned the rest of the town. A lot of that side got abandoned. Later on, they built a new wall because it was just easier to fortify.
Oh, there he is! Hey, hey!
Anyway, history lesson aside, but staying on the topic of Greece, if you were going to book a luxurious beach holiday, you might dream about Bora Bora or the Maldives, or if you're looking for somewhere cheaper and closer to the UK, you might consider one of the Greek islands like Corfu, for example. But what if we told you that Albania has its own version of this, just across the sea from Corfu, and it's literally just down the road from the Greek ruins?
Restaurants, actual like proper restaurants.
This is feeling definitely more touristy now.
It's called Ksamil. And over the past decade, this seaside resort has massively developed, becoming one of Albania's top tourist destinations. It is still trying to find its feet, and in some cases it's struggling to keep up with the demand.
What is this?
Every single town centre in Albania is absolute hell.
But the potential of it could be massive for Albania's growing tourism industry, so we had to check it out.
This is it, yeah? How the hell we're going to fit in there?
Well, I'm done driving.
You've done well, Joe, you've done well.
Any of you 4idiot superfans may have noticed that there hasn't been any 30-second campsite tours on this trip so far. Now, all of the places we've stayed at were great, however, the campsite that we stayed at in Ksamil really deserves a special mention.
Oh, you've helped build Old Trafford?
Yes, the shopping centre.
Oh, the shopping centre, yeah. The Trafford Centre?
Yes.
Yeah.
The owners were both great, and we actually received welcome drinks not once, but twice when we left as well.
Had these very nice iced coffees,
very
even
nice.
for nice coffees. However, it's running through us.
To put it politely.
So currently we are taking up 2 toilets at the moment, and we are looking
Joe,
to do the same.
Badger.
Yeah,
We
we are
were
looking
waiting
to do the same.
to do this.
Despite the laxative effect of the iced coffees, this sort of hospitality is something that you just don't often come across, especially at a campsite.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How is everything here in Ksamil, Albania? Is it good? Is there a lot of
It's
a
going
lot of business?
much better.
Yeah.
Albania was 45 years closed.
And then it opened in 1990.
1991,
Yeah.
you are right. And from this time, it's coming much better tourism.
Yeah.
Last 5 years, it was much better.
Yeah.
One of the things that makes Ksamil so special is the coast that it lies on, with turquoise water, white sand beaches and a number of islets, which the following day we decided to explore.
I've got sun cream on by the... Jesus Christ! Well, boys, feels like a holiday now.
I know, right?
Well, today's been the first day it felt like a holiday, but I no longer have a working eardrum.
What are your thoughts on that?
Huh?
What are your thoughts on that?
I got an ear.
What are your thoughts on that?
So, Ksamil has plenty of things to do during the day, but the question that we always need to answer on 4 Idiots is, what's it like once the sun goes down?
Guess what I've just found on Facebook? It's literally the first thing that's just popped up. We're in the Maldives, boys.
How are you finding the holidays?
It's bearable.
We just met some Australians in Ksamil. That's mental.
It's not going to be a 10 of us, 12 of
Coming up in episode 4, we explore Montenegro and its beautiful Riviera, featuring ancient Phoenician towns and areas which totally contrast to what we've seen so far.